Hello again, YouTubers! Meaner03 here again of eBay and YouTube, and owner of CardFightCapital.com. We have TheGameCapital.com coming soon, which is replacing ToyGamingEmporium.com. We'll keep that URL and we'll redirect to the new one, so if it's still in your bookmarks, you'll still get you to the whatever the current correct active place is. Anyways, for today's opening, we have trial deck number 2 of Future Card Buddyfight Savage Steel. This is of the not Magic, Damage World. There we go. If you want to see the Monster World video, the Dominant Dragons, I believe it's called. Still getting these names on. Yep, Dominant Dragons. That's our most recent upload video before this one, and I'll try to have a link on the screen either throughout the video or towards the end or whatever. So that's this deck, which I also forgot to show the life point counter for that one. So there's that. And at the start of that video, I go kind of in depth explaining the cards. I won't do that in this video, just so if you watch both, it doesn't get overly repetitive and redundant. So if you want to understand a little bit more about what you're actually looking at, you may want to watch our other trial deck opening first, just because we do more explaining in there, so you better understand what the cards actually do and how they function when you're looking at them. Otherwise, they may not make all that much sense. What's nice is that you could actually get the matching character's life point card, so that's kind of cool. Let's grab the Arawa again here, so you can see there's 2 different ones then. I assume all future trial decks will have a life point counter that matches the character that is featured on the box art as well. So that is pretty snazzy. And again, in this game you start with 10 life. According to the counter though, you can go up to 20, I believe. So there'll probably be more and more ways of gaining life as more cards are entered and created and more sets are released. So that is that. So I didn't show anything here, I better do that a little bit in this one. The playmat. So this is how the field looks. I can fold it up, unfold it all the way. So you got a gauge zone, monster left, monster center, monster right, drop zone, deck zone, place for your buddy, and a place for your flag, and where you also equip your items to, turn progress, etc. If you guys want to see me do some sort of tutorial video, please comment and let me know. Otherwise, I think some more people have uploaded those as well. And just uploaded right before I came in here to record this video, the 4th episode of the anime was uploaded to the official Buddyfight YouTube channel, which is that address right there. And I didn't get a chance to watch it yet because I want to get this made first. But within that episode, they should be further explaining the rules in more depth too. So if you prefer an animated look at how to play the game, I suggest you watch episode 4. If you want to see me do some sort of tutorial, please comment and let me know that, and I'll see what I can do for you guys. Then here is a rule book. Read from other side. Read from this side. Okay, so I guess they go... Oh, it's actually got like a comic in there. I thought... Oh, and then there's rules too. Cool. So, there's that. I'm not going to go in that in depth. If you want me to do that in a separate video, I guess I can, but... Anyways, let's show you the actual cards here. Starting with the featured card of the deck, which is nice and shiny, so as we typically do, we'll put that in the sleeve right away. It's a level 2 monster with 5,000 attack, 5,000 defense, critical 2. It's got a couple of act abilities there, and Soul Guard. You can pause there and read what he all does if you wish. I'd try to keep this shorter than the last one. There's probably 4 of them in the deck, without even checking. These are in here by order of level. So, start at the level 3, we got Armor Knight Black Drake, with a call cost of paying 3 gauge. He's got 9,000 attack, 8,000 defense, and we get 2 of him. Then the grade 2, level 2s, I forget what the reference is, I'll have to double check that for going forward here. Armor Knight Griffin, with 7,000 attack power. It seems pretty strong for a level 2 from what I am aware of so far, which isn't a whole lot. We get 4 of him. We got our non-foil Armor Knight Cerberuses, which including the foil, we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. We got Armor Knight Minotaur, same strengths as Armor Knight Cerberus, but with no extra abilities. 1, 2 of him, and then on to our level 1s. We got Armor Knight Ogre, a 5,000, 3,000, crit 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 of him. A 5,000 attack, 6,000 defense, critical 1, Armor Knight Hellhound. 1, 2, 3, 4 of him. 3,000 attack, 5,000 defense, Armor Knight Wizard. critical of 2. 1, 2 of him, and then a level 0 monster. I didn't even realize those existed. Armor Knight Eagle. We got 4 of him. A 4,000, 1,000, 1 critical. So I guess you can have 2 monsters in the field even if you have a grade 3 or level 3, whatever it is, out. Because I didn't know there were zeros. Interesting. Spell cards. Crimson Slash. For 1 gauge, you may only cast this card. You may only cast this card if you do not have a monster in the center. Destroy a size 1 or 2 monster on the field. So, size 0s are exempt from that even, I guess. Very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4 of that. Survival Chance. For cast of 1 gauge, you may only cast this card if your life is 5 or less. Again, you start with 10 life. Draw 2 cards. You may only cast Survival Chance once per turn. So for 1 gauge, draw 2 cards. Seems pretty good. Drawing cards, always a good thing. 2, 3 of that. We got Battle Aura Circle. You may only cast this card during an attack on your opponent's turn, and if you do not have a monster in the center, it nullifies the attack. So I forget the card name of him, but similar to a card we saw in the Dragon World deck, but that one actually increased your life by 1 as well when you played it. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 of that. Invigorating Breath. You may only cast this card if you have a weapon equipped and you do not have a monster in the center. You gain 4 life. The amount of life you gain is reduced by the number of Invigorating Breath you have in your drop zone. So if this comes with 3 of them, if you played 4 of them, for instance, and you played it with the max you could have of 3 in your drop zone, you would gain just 1 life. So the first time you play it, you may gain 4. Second time you play it, you may gain 3, and so on. So 3 of that. And then items. 5,000 power, critical of 2. Equip cost of paying 2 gauge. Has Penetrate. If this card attacks and destroys your opponent's monster in the center, this card deals damage equal to its critical to your opponent. So, similar to, I believe in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think they call it Trample Effect. I know back in the day when I played that Spear Dragon with 19,000 attack power and 4 stars or whatever, that one could attack a defensive monster and your opponent would still take the life point damage. So, it's kind of similar to that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boulder Piercing Spear. Another critical 2, but just 3,000 power and no cost. 1, 2, 3. Then our second foil is an impact card, just like in the other trial deck. Get that in the sleeve here. Let's see, this one has a gauge cost of 2. You may only cast this card if you do not have a monster in the center. A lot of cards have that as a prerequisite to being played, as you can tell so far. For this turn, give one of your weapon on the field power plus 4,000, critical plus 2, and penetrate. If the weapon is standing, basically not tapped, attack with it. So, if you had, well, that one already has penetrate, so it doesn't matter, but you can have this one equipped, and if it's standing, not already tapped, you play this card. This then goes from 3,000 up to 7,000, gaining 4. It'd be a critical of 4 with penetrate. So 7,000 power, good chance that if your opponent has a monster in the center, it destroys that and does the 4 damage to your opponent. And with only 10 life to start, that's a pretty decent chunk of damage. You get 1, 2, 3 of that. And then you get a My Buddy card. 1 level, 1, 1. 1s across the board. And then the Danger World flag. You may use Danger World and generic cards. So whatever the flag says, you can use cards from that one specific world and generic cards, which there should be some generic cards in the first booster set, as well as Magic World, but I have not seen any pictures yet of a Magic World flag, so I'm not sure how they're gonna do that, if they're gonna have some way of getting the Magic World flag, or if it is in the set, just hasn't been spoiled yet, or what. But it's possible that there is no Magic World flag in the first set for whatever reason, and thus, technically, you may not be able to play Magic World until the card does exist, but time will tell on that. So that'll do it for this video. Again, if you did not see our first deck opening of Trial Deck 1, there should be a link on your screen somewhere to go check that out if you haven't already. Otherwise, please subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a big thumbs up for a great opening here on the Mino03 channel. Check out cardfightcapital.com for all your Vanguard and currently Buddyfight needs. We have the trial decks in stock on there now for you. And we have the first booster set up for pre-order with a release date of January 31st. We'll ship no later than January 31st at the latest. So if you get pre-order in, it'll definitely be shipped before February, basically. So I'll do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next video.